WCCB News Edge with Morgan Fogarty and Rance Adams starts now.
Investigators in Cleveland County say 6th graders are making and sending child pornography.
It's happening at Burns Middle School, and now there's concern the pictures and videos are also being sent to students at other schools. I'm Rance, she's Morgan, and this is The Edge.
Investigators tell WCCB Charlotte the videos are X-rated, and they were shot by a 6th grade girl who then sent them to a boy who showed the other kids and threatened her.
What's sad is this girl does not understand the consequences. She can't understand the ramification. Her main concern is she's being grounded and losing her phone.
Because these kids are 11 years old, around 11, they will not be arrested. Instead, they'll be given a juvenile petition, which means they will have to go to court and face some type of punishment from a judge.
This brings us to the question of the night. Should kids be allowed to have smartphones at all? Earlier, I hit the streets to find out.
And so we just want to know, should kids even have smartphones in this day and age?
I don't believe so.
It's tough, right? It's so scary these days. Once you put something on the internet, once you put it out there, you can't take it back. There's no point, really. I mean, I didn't have one until I was 17, until I learned how to drive.
I don't think kids under like 15 or 13 even. I think maybe high school. That's when I got my first smartphone, was high school.
I don't think all children are mature enough to be able to deal with the different accesses. So in my opinion, no.
So maybe they should go back to like flip phones, no camera phone type deal?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, it's just like you can call people, you can call mom, you can maybe even text a little bit, but nothing where you can send explicit pictures and all that?
No.
So you were sending pictures when you were like 14?
Not explicit, but, you know, it's like shirt off type thing, you know.
But were girls sending you stuff?
Yeah.
No, but aren't there like parental rules that you can block those apps or do something so they can't do that and just have them just for solely texting and phone calls?
In theory, but you know how kids are. They always figure out a way. I mean, come on, how many times did you sneak out growing up?
I don't know who's watching this.
Here's the question of the night. Should kids have smartphones? Facebook or tweet it to let us know what you think about all of this. And joining us now is cybercrime consultant Susan Wynn. Susan, thank you for coming on tonight. This is a topic, I know as Rance is a dad, I'm a mom to a little boy, I'm about to be a mom to a little girl as well. And we talk about it all the time. How do you, when I was growing up, when Rance was growing up, when you were growing up, we did stupid things, but there weren't.
We were mostly just a danger to ourselves.
Right, that recorded this, and then it lives on forever. How do you handle this?
It's a really challenging time right now for parents, because the scary part is that the kids and teenagers know more than the parents do.
Yeah.
So
do you recommend, you know, we're asking, should kids have smartphones? And overwhelmingly, a lot of the responses I'm seeing on my Facebook page are no, they shouldn't have smartphones. Maybe a phone that only makes phone calls, but not one that connects to the internet and can take video and pictures and all that stuff. Should they have smartphones?
it depends on the age, I believe. If you ask kids, they'll say yes, because of all the games they're playing. I mean, even on the
games they're playing,
the iPads they're using. So depending on who you ask, I think most people would say yes. I'm not opposed to kids having the smartphones for safety reasons and also for the educational tool and the apps. But again, it has a lot to do with the parents being on top of this and knowing what is on these phones and what the capabilities are.
We were talking earlier about, there's a movie out with Jennifer Garner called Men, Women, and Children, where the parents are plugged into their kids' social media, into their phones, and you say there are apps out there that help in those situations.
Absolutely. There are numerous apps the parents can get for these phones that monitor what their kids are doing online. It shows different websites they're visiting. There are different capabilities of GPS. You can also look at what the kids are viewing, who's following them, who they are following.
You mentioned spyware, if the kids figure out how to turn off the app?
Absolutely. There's spyware available that can track your kids, what they're doing, what they're writing.
So what do you say to them, though, as a parent? I mean, you know, I think everybody at this point understands you've got to at least have a conversation with your kid about the dangers of really technology. But is it an ongoing conversation? Is there certain language that you need to use or avoid when you're talking to your kids about cybersecurity?
I think that there are rules and boundaries and pretty much a tone that needs to be set early on. Depending on the kid's age, it can go different because you have someone that's been doing this already for years. They're 16, 17. It's a lot more challenging.
These kids in Cleveland County are 11.
Yes. And the average kid is getting a phone at age 9, 10.
Wow.
So you're seeing...
Mine is already asking.
You're seeing younger kids getting the phones. But it's important that, I mean, I use the example of when your kid gets a driver's license, you expect them to take a state exam to learn the laws of the state they're driving in.
And show they're responsible.
And they take a driving test so they can drive the car. You don't just give them the keys and a car and say, start driving. So the phone is a similar, definitely,
really, it
it's
could
similar.
Be just as dangerous in many ways.
So to show them what is out there and having the parents knowledgeable about all the apps they are using today to do the communication, the sexting, texting, Snapchats, the videos. The parents there's tons, and the parents need to know what is on their kids' phones and what they're doing.
Wow.
Awesome.
So,
all right.
You've got a website that people can go to if they want to learn more about this. You give seminars, you teach classes about this. You're a bona fide expert. Susan Wind, your website is ParentsKnowMore.com. We've got it at the bottom of the screen. Thank you for coming in tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Again, the question of the night, should kids have smartphones? Help keep the conversation going. Facebook or tweet it to let us know what you think.
Lots of other things happening tonight. Rants. It's Edge on the Clock time.
Let's go. All right. Harrison Ford is expected to be okay after he survived a plane crash in California. There's word tonight he has had surgery for a broken pelvis and ankle.
Yes, and I was reading that he apparently executed this crash landing with great skill. Which you would expect nothing less from Indiana Jones, right?
You know, what's interesting is he just recovered from the broken ankle from the Star Wars shoot, I guess earlier or last spring or early in the fall and all that, and then he goes out, now he's got a broken pelvis and a broken ankle.
But he's going to be okay.
Yeah, but I mean, at his age, he's 70-something. Yeah. I mean, whew.
Apparently, from what experts said on the scene too, the plane, experts were saying that less skilled pilots would have tried to turn the plane around and they would have crashed on a runway back at the airport. But that he showed a lot of skill by doing what he did. However, that the plane still dropped like 100 feet.
But I mean, he glided as best that he could, and I mean, whoo.
This is really interesting. A public elementary school is abolishing traditional homework assignments and telling kids to play instead, and parents, some of them, are outraged. Would you be outraged? Initially I was, but then when you read the research behind this, that they, according to this public school and the research that they have found, there is no benefit at that early of an age to doing outside class homework assignments.
Now, I don't have a problem with like some little small assignments, like we read every night, you know, you've got a book or something, but some of the homework...
Your daughter's in what grade again?
First.
First grade.
But like, I mean, we're hearing about second, third, fourth graders who are having hours of homework, and then they're trying to have sports activities or whatever other enrichment activities, and they don't get any kind of life and functioning with the family. There's no interaction, so hey, get rid of homework.
They're not saying
just,
you know, send your kids home and let them play on the computer. They're saying spend quality family time with them and read. That is more beneficial than anything else.
Yeah. It's peak Peeps season, and this year that doesn't just mean those marshmallow chick-shaped candies on the shelves. It also means Peeps milk, and I say Peeps puke.
Is this new this year? I've never heard of Peeps milk.
It's totally new. I was never into Peeps, the candy, and I'm definitely not into... It's just... I love sugar. Don't get it twisted. Obviously, look at me. But Peeps... No, too sweet. No.
I like Peeps.
No.
I don't want to drink Peeps milk. Ugh.
But I could see the benefit if you like want to pour it in like some cornflakes. Yeah, you know, and you don't have sugar cereal, but you have like sweet milk. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that either.
It makes my teeth hurt. You know, like too much sugar makes your teeth like tingle and.
No, I don't have that problem.
Good. It's only me. A nonprofit has come up with a perfect campaign for this selfie-obsessed generation. It's called the Ultimate Selfie Campaign. Long story short, you pay to upload a picture, post it online, and if you win, your selfie will be displayed on digital billboards in 45 cities. Would you do this, Rance?
Well,
You would totally do this.
We've already discussed about how narcissistic men are, especially me. We talked about it last night. So, hey, can I have my camera and this would be my billboard?
Yes.
Let me give you my best blue steel.
No, you can't.
No, I can't have my camera. All right, well, you guys are missing out. That would have been greatness. I would be discovered. I'd be in Hollywood right now, just tomorrow. Just kidding.
Are we having a technical problem?
I think we're done. All right. Coming up next from the studio to the stadium, we take a look at the Panthers' new free agent pickup, and we promise not to blindside you.
We'll be right back. Michael Oher, the man who inspired the movie The Blind Side, is now a Carolina Panther as of today. The team signed the free agent offensive tackle to a 2-year contract.
The move was announced today, but terms were not immediately available. But the big question is, what does this mean for the Carolina Panthers?
Joining us now is WCCB Charlotte sports anchor Jeff Zell. Thank you for sticking around.
Of course.
A lot of people, there's mixed reaction from when I posted this on Facebook earlier. Some people saying, oh, cool, awesome, we know that guy, we like that guy. Other people saying, eh.
I mean, I think everyone knows his story.
Right.
Obviously, everyone's seen the movie. It made over $300 million at the box office, but
it's a great movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. What this does for the Panthers from an NFL perspective, they have pick number 25. Everybody knows that they need either a wide receiver or an offensive lineman. At least this is kind of a Band-Aid situation, a mending situation. So, hey, if they get to that pick, they don't have to reach for an offensive lineman if a better wide receiver is available.
But let's go. The movie is called The Blind Side.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, when you protect a quarterback's blind side, most are right-handed, so left tackles are a priority. Cam is right-handed, so you would expect it to be a left tackle. But he hasn't done well as a left tackle. He's primarily on the right side.
If you look at the statistical analysis, he had a great rookie season. He was picked in the first round by the Baltimore Ravens, but since then...
He's got a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, he's got a Super Bowl ring back in 2012. Since then, all the statistical analysis of offensive lineman, he has declined year after year. He went to the Tennessee Titans last year. He signed a 4-year, $20.5 million deal. They cut him after the first year.
But he was hurt. We got to give him a little. He had a toe injury. He had triceps or bicep injury. So there's that.
Is Leanne Tui going to come to the game?
I would definitely like to see. I'd like to see her. Yeah.
The movie is great. I mean, he's got a really fascinating personal story, and obviously, congrats to him because he's overcome a lot.
Yeah, he's overcome a lot, and obviously, he's been cut by one team. So this is kind of another chance for him to overcome adversity right here.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You know, this might be his last chance. Obviously, he got a 2-year contract with the Panthers. Nothing's guaranteed in the NFL. So you know, he's got a chance to be the guy here. We'll see if he shows up to camp and make it known.
If I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that we are going to the Super Bowl this year, right?
I did not say that. I think you said that. But Dave Gettleman's he had a great draft last year, so this doesn't, you know, push it all the way into the offensive lineman camp. So
maybe Oher would be super motivated this year because Tennessee was kind of awful. He's coming to a winner, and he tweeted out he's looking forward to Carolina because the team has a winning personality.
Yes. All right.
Back-to-back champs.
Jeff Zell, thank you so much for your
perspective.
Thanks,
Jay-Z.
Coming up, what do President Obama, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, and the Prime Minister of India all have in common? Find out next in Celebrity Edgity. This is the question of the night. Should kids have smartphones? Facebook or tweet it and let us know what you think. In Celebrity Edgity, Time Magazine has released its list of the 30 most influential people on the internet. Topping the list, President Obama, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, and the Prime Minister of India. The magazine says it determined the list by analyzing social media following, site traffic, and overall ability to drive news. Others making the list, Justin Bieber, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Jimmy Fallon.
Now, Fallon, I see Paltrow with her goop. But Prime Minister of India, that one was shocking because I don't follow that person. Maybe I'm a little out of touch. I'm a little out of touch.
We need to start. I don't know, any list that includes, like, regardless of your politics, President Obama and Kim Kardashian in the same on the same list is suspect to me.
I just love her new hair. It just totally changes my perspective.
Do you really
of
like her new hair?
Come on, no.
Have
what?
you seen her new hair? We don't have a picture of it, but Google it if you haven't seen Kim's new hairstyle.
Jared Leto did his on Tuesday. She did hers on Wednesday. They're comparing her to Malfoy. She kind of looks like the Queen of Dragons on Game of Thrones, too.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's that aspect if you want to go there. But
yeah. So Kim Kardashian, I mean, you know, we love to hate her.
Her sister's starting to catch some steam, though.
Yeah, she's doing it. I mean, they just they inked an $80 million four-year deal with.
I can't hate on the money. I'm jealous.
And we're still talking about her.
There's more Edge, including the forecast, when we come back.
But right now, it's your last chance for today's headlines with WCCB News at 10 anchor Will Kennedy.
Former York police officer Jeff Taylor has been arrested and charged with felony child abuse and felony child neglect. Chester Police Sergeant Audrey Schurig is also charged in that case. Students at Burns Middle School in Cleveland County are under investigation for making and sharing child pornography. And a fire in a mobile home in Rock Hill killed 14-month-old Joshua Hill this morning. Reg is going to have our last-minute forecast just in time for the weekend when we come back.